everyone. Today we're going to go over Fat Loss Fundamentals Part 2. In Part 1, we introduced the energy balance equation, which is your energy balance equals your calories in versus your calories out. And we talked about your calories in, how to calculate the number of calories and macronutrients you should eat each day. Today we're going to address your calories out, your activity or your exercise. Before we continue, remember, in order to lose fat, you need to be in a negative calorie balance or negative energy balance, which means you're burning more calories than you eat each day. You can increase the number of calories you burn through two forms of exercise: resistance or weight training and cardiovascular exercise. Now, when most people first talk about losing weight, the first thing they say is, I'm just going to perform more cardio. And in my opinion, that's not the right way to go about things. In my opinion, you should prioritize weight training, and I'll tell you why. First and foremost, yes, you're going to burn calories during your weight training workouts, just like you would with a cardiovascular workout. But you're also going to increase your metabolism for hours post-exercise. In addition, you can improve your body composition, increase the amount of muscle mass you have. The more muscle mass you have, the higher your resting metabolic rate is, the amount of calories you burn at rest when not performing exercise. In addition, there's a nutrient partitioning effect. Weight training increases glucose uptake into muscles, and that's independent of insulin. You're also going to increase your strength, which carries over to your daily life. Throughout the day and throughout your lifetime, you have to pick up objects. The stronger you are, the easier it's going to be, and the greater injury prevention you're going to have when picking up these objects. One of the final reasons is you're going to prevent the loss of lean mass. When you diet in a hypocaloric diet, meaning you're in a negative energy balance, there's a chance that you're going to lose muscle mass. Weight training, when combined with adequate protein, decreases the chance for muscle loss. So again, weight training is going to optimize your overall body composition. It's going to help you lose fat while increasing muscle mass, which is going to increase your overall resting metabolic rate. Now, when you look at cardio, I feel you should view it as just a way to burn calories. There's not going to be as much training adaptation or training benefit to cardio as with weight training. Yes, it's good for overall health and cardiovascular benefits, which you can also get from weight training, but it should not be the primary focus of your exercise program. A good rule of thumb is you want to limit your cardiovascular exercise to no more than half the amount of time you spend weight training. So if you're weight training for 4 hours a week, you want to limit it to no more than 2 hours a week of cardiovascular exercise. If you get to a point where you think you need to perform more cardio than that, more cardio than half the amount of weight training, I feel you should just increase the amount of weight training you do before increasing the amount of cardio you do. There's two types of cardio, steady state and high intensity interval training. In steady state cardio, you're basically setting your resistance, setting your intensity, and performing that intensity for an allotted amount of time. So for example, you may walk on the treadmill at 4 miles per hour for 30 minutes straight. With high intensity interval training, you're alternating intervals of an all-out pace with lower intensity rest periods. So for example, you may go on the elliptical or bike and do 15 to 30 seconds all-out intensity, followed by a minute of low intensity rest time, and alternate that for multiple intervals. Each type of cardio has its downfalls and benefits. Steady state cardio is definitely less impactful on the body, less wear and tear, whereas high intensity interval takes longer to recover from. It's very intense on the body compared to a steady state form of cardio. So based on your fitness level, how often you perform cardio after you're used to cardio will determine if you can perform high intensity interval training or steady state cardio. The breakdown of what you should do is kind of beyond the scope of this video, so we're not going to go into all of that. So what we're going to do now is go over a couple examples of how you can set up your weekly training program. Schedule number 1, we're going to do Monday, upper body weight training for 60 minutes. Tuesday, lower body weight training for 60 minutes. Wednesday, cardio up to 60 minutes. You don't have to do the full 60 minutes, but 60 minutes would be the limit. Thursday, upper body weight training again for 60 minutes. Friday, lower body weight training for 60 minutes. Saturday, cardio again, up to 60 minutes. And Sunday would be your rest day. As you can see, that adds up to 240 minutes for weight training and 120 minutes for cardio, which is half the amount of time spent weight training. Another option would be if you can't make it to the gym 6 days a week, is to perform your cardio post-workout after you perform your weight training. Like I said above, you should prioritize your weight training, so you should go into the gym and perform your weight training first, and then perform your cardio after, so you don't hamper your performance in your weight training. An option here would simply be to perform your upper body workout for 60 minutes on Monday, followed by up to 30 minutes of post-workout cardio. Tuesday, lower body weight training for 60 minutes, again followed by up to 30 minutes of post-workout cardio. Rest on Wednesday, and then repeat on Thursday and Friday, and then rest on Saturday and Sunday. So again, you're going to the gym 4 days a week and performing your cardio after your workout. This ends up being the same 240 minutes of weight training and up to 120 minutes of cardio. So the main take home from this video should be, if your goal is to optimize body composition by increasing your muscle and decreasing your body fat, you should prioritize weight training over cardio. Cardio should be added in as a way to burn calories. Your diet and weight training alone should dictate the majority of your progress, or the rate that you lose weight. And then to that, you can start adding in cardio to accelerate your progress as needed. So this is just an example program, an example breakdown of how you should structure your entire program. I'm going to try something a little new with this video. If this video gets 100 likes, I will post a complete program, a complete weight training program, a complete diet with food examples, a meal plan on my website that you could follow as an example. So again, with these videos, right now I'm kind of just giving you the bare bone basics, not quite getting into all the specifics. So if this video gets 100 likes, I will give you a complete program that you can follow on my website. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this kind of gives you some insight into how to structure your weekly training program. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below, and be sure to like the video. Thanks for watching. Everyone, today we're going to go over fat loss fundamentals. Fundamentals, there's no fun to.